Nanda Empire, one of the strongest and largest in Magadha kingdom who had fearless army. But this empire was defeated by Chanakya and Chandragupta Maurya on the name of revenge, where Nanda Empire was completely collapsed, rising Mauryan Empire. Yes, you heard it right. Chanakya, who was a royal advisor for Nanda Empire, knew that there is a threat for Bharat from outside invaders like Alexander, so he advised King Dhanananda to unite Bharat into Akhand Bharat. But question pops in everyone's mind is, what made Chanakya to take revenge on Nanda Empire? How Chanakya trained Chandragupta Maurya from childhood to defeat Dhanananda, who was king of Nanda Empire. For next 4 minutes, I am going to tell you historical facts about fall of Nanda Empire and rise of Mauryan Empire. Stay tuned and watch full video. Before watching video, if you not yet subscribed our channel, please subscribe and press bell icon for short and simplified videos every day. Let's begin our video from 6th century BC, which is period of Iron Age, where Magadha kingdom was ruled by Shaishunaga dynasty, which is third ruling dynasty of Magadha kingdom. And it was in 4th century or 5th century BC where Nandas waged war on Shaishunaga dynasty, in which Nandas successfully defeated Shaishunaga dynasty. And it is said that Mahapadmananda waged war on many Kshatriyas, where he defeated all Kshatriyas. And one cannot forget that Mahapadmananda, also known as destroyer of Kshatriyas. So after successfully defeating number of Kshatriya dynasty, Mahapadmananda established a Nanda Empire, where he became first emperor and ruling king of ancient India's Nanda Empire. At the time, Nanda Empire became one of the largest ruling kingdom, where it expanded from Bengal in east to Punjab in west. As per text mentioned in Pali language, Mahapadmananda had 9 sons, where each son ruled Nanda Empire for certain period, and one among 9 kings is Dhanananda, who ruled as last king of Nanda Empire. Dhanananda was one such ruler, where he was hunger of making more and more wealth, and not to forget he was very egoistic, where he used to torture people of his own kingdom very cruelly. And it is said that Dhanananda used to collect large amount of taxes from public, and it is also said that to hide all his wealth and gold, he built treasure house in caves near river bank of Ganga. With collected wealth, he built buildings, palaces and roads across empire. And not to forget, he built one of the strongest army in Magadha kingdom, which includes 2 lakh infantry, 80,000 cavalry, 8,000 chariots and more than 6,000 war elephants. His army was so strong that Greek invader famously known as Alexander was on vision to conquer world as no dare to move his troops towards Nanda Empire. Yes, you heard it right. Alexander was defeated by King Porus in Battle of Hydaspes, where he not just refused to attack King Porus again, but also he was frightened by army of Magadha kingdom and refused to move his troops towards Magadha kingdom. Even though Dhanananda was wealthy ruler and built strong army, people of his own kingdom used to hate him for 2 reasons. First reason was to maintain his army. He used to torture people for more and more taxes, and in return he was not giving any benefit to people's welfare, where public was not happy with his rule. And second reason is Dhanananda was anti-Kshatriya. Yes, you heard it right. He was anti-Kshatriya, where he used to torture innocent people if they found out to have any links with Kshatriya, where he gained many enemies. And also one should remember that at that time India was exporting many things to western world, where many traders used to come to India for trading goods. And kingdoms in ancient India were not united to fight against outside enemies like Alexander. So it was Chanakya who knew that one or the other day huge western army will invade India. So he made a plan of Akhand Bharat and went to Dhanananda, where Chanakya told that we should unite all neighboring kingdoms in ancient India as Akhand Bharat to fight against foreign invaders. But it was Dhanananda who not only rejected Chanakya's proposal, but also he insulted Chanakya in front of everyone by pushing him down. With this, Chanakya was so angry and decides to take revenge and challenged Dhanananda in front of everyone and told that he will not tie a knot to his heirs and will never enter Nanda Empire until he destroys Nanda kingdom. After leaving Nanda Empire, Chanakya was on mission to destroy Nanda Empire and was uniting people who had hatred against Dhanananda. In process of uniting people, Chanakya visited many villages, where he saw kids playing an act in which Chanakya was impressed by one of the brave kid named Chandragupta Maurya. And later Chanakya took Chandragupta Maurya to Takshashila and trained him in each and every skill, which includes sword fight, war tactics and politics. And it is said that Chanakya trained Chandragupta Maurya in such a way that Chandragupta Maurya already conquered many smaller kingdoms without waging war. But Chanakya's mission was to defeat Nanda Empire, so he directed Chandragupta Maurya to wage war on Patliputra, which was capital of Nanda Empire. On orders of Chanakya, Chandragupta Maurya attacked Patliputra with all his army, but army army of Chandragupta Maurya was nothing in front of Nanda's army, where Chandragupta Maurya was defeated within half day. By now, Chanakya got to know that attacking Patliputra directly was impossible to defeat Nanda Empire and decides to wage war from boundaries of Nanda Empire and move towards Patliputra. By waging war on smaller kingdoms and using guerrilla war tactics, Chandragupta Maurya and Chanakya formed an alliance with King of Simhapuri in Rajputan and King of Kalinga Gajapati. And it was on 321 BC where Chandragupta Maurya finally attacked on Patliputra with army of 6 lakh infantry, 1 lakh cavalry, 6,000 chariots and more than 5,000 war elephants. Battle was fought very deadly, in which lakhs of people died from both sides, where Chandragupta Maurya defeated Nanda Empire's army. After defeating Nanda Empire, Chandragupta Maurya was crowned as new king of Magadha, which is officially fall of Nanda Empire and rise of Mauryan Empire. Even today there are lot of confusions about Nanda rule time period, but as per text mentioned in Vayu Purana, Nanda Empire ruled for almost 40 years, and according to Buddhist texts, Nandas ruled for only 29 years. And finally, not to forget challenge and revenge of Chanakya, where he entered Nanda Empire after King Dhanananda was killed in war by Chanakya's agent. So that's the end of short and simplified video about fall of Nanda Empire and rise of Mauryan Empire. If you think this video is knowledge, then kindly share this video among your friends and comment your doubts in comment section. And also you can ask your doubts in my social media accounts and link will be given in description. Also don't forget to subscribe our channel for more interesting and trending videos.